June 5th, I was mad on Facebook. This girl took some money from me. She went to Florida and she said she was going to pay her bills, but she ended up in Florida. So on June 7th, I get a notification from Lovely, hey, you run a rainmate. I'm going to come to your house on June 17th and give you a free gift, blase, blase. Okay, she gets to my house and she does her spiel.
It is going to give you some white noise that is going to allow you to fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. So that's the first benefit of the rainmate. The second one is it purifies the air. So as it's pulling the air into the system, it's drowning.
So she wanted to show me another one, the bigger one. I said, that's okay.
So it doesn't just clean your air to that standard. It also cleans the surfaces of your home to that standard.
Okay.
So there's about 17 different things that this machine does to keep your house clean to the same standards that we hold.
This is her cleaning up after she got through with the demonstration. And by this time, I am curious, like, how are they able to give away all this free stuff? So, of course, I want to find out more information and see if I'm interested in get into business myself. It's a little upsetting to me. I didn't see this paperwork right here until October. I gave her my phone and she gave me a lot of paperwork, and I spoke to somebody in her organization. I gave them my banking information. I gave them my social security number. I gave them everything. And she promised me, hey, you're going to get all these free gifts. You're going to get a trip. She just handed me so much information. And then she invites me to a meeting on the following day, the following Monday, so I could learn how to earn this vacuum for free. So here I am, June 18th in Nashville. And after the meeting, I put online, hey, I need 20 people. That proves that I was trying to do the program to get my item for free.
Oh my God, this is a big ball. I didn't see all that. It's a lemongrass ball.
I thought it was going to be one of those pool balls like you just hit, but it's a bigger one. Okay, by this time, I'm almost figuring out what's going on. So I put online, I'm not going to deviate from my comfort zone to make anybody else comfortable. And the next day, I was in Nashville. She was late for an appointment, so I got angry. I left. Turns out she had a death in the family, so I ended up going to Chicago with her on June 30th. I drove 7 hours that night with her and her 2 boys. Okay, so we get to Chicago. I pay $171 for the first night. She's supposed to use her credit card the second night. Her credit card didn't work, so I had to pay additional $441, which I don't understand if you're a businesswoman why your credit card don't work. But anyway, I tried to go ahead and enjoy the trip and, see some sights in Chicago. Mind you, there was no funeral. Okay, so July 4th, she invited me to her friend's house for a cookout, a barbecue. And I get over there. And, okay, she asked me to ride to the store with her. We get outside to the car. Her car is blocked in. I had to drive. Like, okay. I get to the liquor store, Queen City Liquors. She don't. So at this point, I'm frustrated. I said, when are you going to give me my money back? She said, I'm going to give you your money back. I don't have a credit card again. So, okay, I paid. Then she sold her house. She don't have any place to stay that night. I said, okay, you can come stay with me so you don't have to sleep on the floor at your business. Okay, she was there on July 5th. July 6th. July 7th. July 8th, July 9th. So she finally moved out. And then, now remind you, this is the same businesswoman that came to my house pretending she had everything together just for me to say, okay, I'm dealing with somebody who got their stuff together, and find out that she actually don't. She started sending me this information about, credit and how you can get good credit.
So I
Okay,
actually
I was
started
like, okay,
paying
she's
more
being
on my
positive.
mortgage
And once
and my other
again, she
credit
need to use
cards.
my page. We supposed to do a ride along. She didn't show up. So I ended up going to Christine's house for a birthday party. And I was like, you never allow people to make more withdrawals than deposits because you'll soon be in a deficit. And soon as I look at my email, this girl told me I was getting charged 20%. Now I don't pay 20% on my car. I don't pay 20% on my house. Why would I pay 20% on a vacuum cleaner? So I'm sending out angry messages. Can I put my vacuum in my mama name? Trying to be funny. So I went to St. Louis. Okay, I was in St. Louis
for
and
the
she told me
weekend.
she was going to pick
And
up
she
the
told me
product.
she was leaving
And she
St.
never
Louis
did.
as I was
So I
going to
got
St.
my
Louis.
statement and it was 20% interest, which I don't pay 20% on my car. I don't pay 20% on my house. Why would I pay 20% on a vacuum? So I was like, okay, well, I waited past the deadline or whatever. September bill came out. October's bill came out. And I looked at the bill and the bill says the same amount. So I disputed with the credit card company, with my bank. And my bank said it was a fraud. So like I said, I was on social media. And on social media, it's saying that we can't make it because black people don't stick together. So during the time that we are all separated, I felt an obligation to help her out since she was a salesperson. And I called her several times. I said, look, they are saying it's 20%. And she did not seem shocked. When I said to somebody else, they was like, that's ridiculous. 20%? So it tells me that she knew about the scheme and she was in on it. So like I said, my bank tried to call them. They did not answer the phone. And so my bank said since it was over 60 days, I could just go ahead and get my money back.